Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Week 4 of Cox and Stocks.
I didn't say if I was ready or not.
We'll get to you.
Okay.
We are back. Week 4, Cox and Stocks. I'm here with my two co-hosts. To my right, I have Jacob Buller. Jake, how we doing today? You made a lot of money last night.
I thought I was to your right.
I made $250 on a $90 parlay. It was all alt spread, so not that big of a payoff, but it had like 5 legs. It hit. Almost won $550, but A.J. Brown did not score a touchdown. Sucks to suck. Still positive on the day and positive on the week, possibly with covers. We'll see.
Thanks, Jake. Thank you. Good to have you here. To my left, I have Matty B. Matt, how we doing today? You had a big week this week covering.
Your left.
Yep.
Oh,
Big
Having some
week
interference
covering.
back there, but we'll go ahead, Matt.
Big
Sorry.
week covering. I appreciate it. It's always good. Remember, I just want to make it out to the audience. I'm the first co-host of the Cox and Stocks podcast. Just
Very true.
don't want to get confused.
And the Cox and Stocks, people have to know I am 2-0 at the moment. The only one without a loss.
But I'm also a winner, for the record.
It's true.
Yeah, but not as many as me.
Well, Rod has the most losses, though. That's what we know.
Yeah,
That's true. That's true.
I do have 3 overall losses. Jake is at 2.
I'd be
Matt,
4.
though, won the first one.
So
we
1
did.
and 2.
Yep. Hey, I won this week as well, man. That's 2 out of 3
That's
weeks.
true.
Let's fucking go.
We also have 2 very special guest co-hosts today. I want to give a big shout out and welcome to Dakota Murphy. The Murph is in the house today. Murph, how we feeling, pal? He is acting
So I got
like
something in my throat.
Oh, no problem. How you doing today? Thanks for being on the show.
We got audio.
So Kim, I'm so excited.
You know, you actually are in our fantasy group. I believe you beat one of our co-hosts here, Jake. How you feeling after that big win against him?
Dude, it was easy.
Yeah,
I didn't. By the way, you should have clarified you only had Travis Kelce and JJ for a week. I thought you were going to have him for the entire year.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And our last special guest, the waifu girlfriend that's been made into real life, Jake's girlfriend, Ashley, and also my mom. Yeah, Mom. Woo!
Yeah.
Good to be here.
We're
Good
still
to be here.
confused how that happened.
And
Yeah.
also
Don't worry
Jake's
about it.
maid, also Jake's mom, also Jake's cook, also Jake's cleaner, also Jake's
Special
pillow.
needs teacher,
Also-
special
yeah,
needs
also-
handler.
Dude, Jake's
I do
hair
it
is so
all.
fucked up right now.
I know.
Yeah, I need a haircut.
Thank you both for being here. Let's go ahead and we'll recap last week. Thursday Night Football, we all had the 49ers, and that one turned out great for all of us. Then all 3 of us shit the bed with the Titans and the Vikings pick. Jake, unfortunately, picks the Jets. I did not know this, but the last 14 games between the Patriots and Jets, all Patriot W's. So that's quite impressively bad for the Jets. For Commanders, hosted the Bills. I took them. They got smoked.
Hey, you gotta stick with your team, though. That's the rule of the
You
show.
gotta
stick
stick.
with your
Hey,
team.
yeah, you gotta stick with your hometown team. Hey, I
That's
am
the WBC
officially on the
hometown team.
CJ Stroud hype train after they walked into Jacksonville and took care of business down there. Let's see, you guys had the Colts. They won it in overtime. I had the Falcons.
Yes, sir.
Lions
Hey,
with
that'd
a
be
big
your
W.
hometown team.
That's true.
that'd
That's
be
another
your
hometown team. Well, just up the road a little bit, but still.
Yep.
You know, and this week I am wearing a Baltimore Ravens shirt for Cox and Stocks today. Decided to go with the Ravens.
You're gonna have a spicy pick, that means?
Yeah.
Okay.
Decided to go with the Ravens over Hawks today. Jake and I took the Packers. They only won by 1 point, but they did have a 17-point comeback, so good for them.
But they didn't cover, so it doesn't
Didn't
matter.
cover, that's true. Good teams win, great teams cover. And one team that
I was
definitely
saying.
covered was the Dolphins, laying 70 points on the Broncos.
Did they, though? Are we sure they covered?
I think so. Matt and I took the Seahawks. They got it done. Chiefs obviously got it
Seahawks.
done. Cowboys, Matt, you were right about the trap game for theirs, so you and Jake
Oh,
get
that
the dub
one.
with
Yes,
the
sir.
Cardinals. I took the Raiders, and I can't, Jimmy G, man. What the fuck? Dude, you
Told
threw
ya,
3
he's not the
picks.
answer.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to throw 3 interceptions, though. I took the Bucks. They just couldn't stop the run. And then we all took the Rams, and Joe Burrow said, I'm more concerned about going 0-3 than I am my calf injury. So he went out there and he Iron Man that shit out.
He did say that. He said my calf or going. We can't start 0-3, so I'd rather suffer through the pain.
The biggest loser of the week, myself, with only 5
Oh
wins.
no!
For the
Yeah.
3rd week in a row.
5
that
wins.
is true.
Let's see.
That is true.
Week 1 I had 9, so I tied for last. Week 2 I had 3 and it tied with Matt. And then week 3 I had 5. So I tied, and then last. But double-digit losses, so nobody else can say they had that. Jake coming in hot with 9 wins. Good job, Jake. 2nd place this week. Yeah, we're very excited about
Nice.
that.
How
And
many wins?
Matt.
9, you said?
Jake had 9, yeah. And Matt,
Okay.
holy cow, bro. 12 correct picks.
Wow.
Yes,
My
sir.
goodness.
Yes, sir.
That might be
Wait.
a Cox and Stocks record. We might have to go back to the record
That
books.
might be.
I'm looking at the Super Bowl.
No,
picks.
I had 12 week 1 as well. 12 in week 1 as well. For
You
the
had
record.
11.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think-
okay.
The Jets being up there is fucking hilarious. Same with the Giants.
Yeah,
And honestly, the Bengals.
the only I mean, the way it's looking now, the only correct pick I think that's on this board is either the Niners and
Or the
maybe the
Eagles.
Eagles. Maybe. But we'll get to those Super Bowl eventually. Right
Where's
now,
my column?
you haven't been here.
Well, I did do Cox Stock week 1, and then you just kind of stopped.
Yeah, but you're a guest. You don't actually get to pick.
I did pick the first week.
Well, actually, you picked
No,
at the
you
very
picked
end
the
of the first
you
week.
picked the predictions.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
And you
You
picked
didn't
at the
actually
very
pick the
end, the
games.
night before the Monday night game.
If you want to start doing Cox and Stocks, I'll add you in
No.
here. Okay.
Too late now.
Okay, well then
And then
anyway,
you-
we'll move on then into Thursday night football, and we have a
Yeah.
massive rivalry game here today.
It's
Massive
going
talk.
to be amazing. Let's get it started.
Yes, sir. The Detroit Lions are going to face their NFC North all-time rivals, the Green Bay Packers. The Detroit Lions are looking for their 4th straight win against the Packers. They walked into Lambeau last year and retired Aaron Rodgers as a Packer, looking to go in there and say, love, sorry, bro, it's all about hating on you today. Spread hate, not
Oh.
love. Jake, you are the biggest Lion fans I know. Start us off here. The Lions are -1.5 favorites on the
Yeah.
road in Green Bay. How you feel about this one?
Now, obviously, if we go off of the playoff game that we beat them in last year.
No, it wasn't a playoff game.
Yeah, but it was a play or go home game for the it was a winner or go home game for the Packers. So a playoff game for them. If they're playing a playoff game and we're going against them,
Was it in
we're
the
also in a
postseason?
playoff game.
Was it in the postseason?
For them, it was a pseudo playoff game. Pseudo playoff.
Oh,
game.
pseudo
Oh,
playoff
yeah,
game.
he's
Okay,
been on
yeah,
this
sure,
train
right.
since
Okay,
last
yeah.
year.
So, yes, we went in there, and Motor City Dan Campbell in the locker room. Listen up, guys. Our season's over, but that doesn't mean this fucking team's over, man. I want you to go out there and just play your fucking heart outs, man, for the fucking pride, man.
Wait, how come
Alright,
this
we
needs to
don't-
be over? I thought you guys won a playoff game. What?
Matt, let him cook.
You can't
So we're
respond.
not. Well, yeah, there's nothing. I said it was a pseudo playoff game. And so yeah, we sent them home with like a big rally under us, and we sent Aaron Rodgers. We retired him, sent him in a darkness retreat, and literally caused about half of the Green Bay players to move teams after that. So yeah, was it a playoff win? No. Did we destroy an entire franchise? Yes. I'll take that. Now minus. I have to go with the Lions here, obviously, since there's my team.
Yep.
Mhm.
But I would not blame anybody for taking the Packers at home here. Now, it's not cold weather season yet, though. No, Detroit's already
It's
used
not.
to that. They are in Michigan, but it's gonna be
Lambeau's
nice
probably a
weather,
little warm
probably.
right now.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a good game. I'm gonna take the Lions here, -1.5. I think they come away with the win. But it's not gonna be easy. I'm hoping we have Montgomery back. I I'm hoping Amon shows up, and plays some ball. He's been playing good ball, but we need him. We need him this game for sure.
Let me check the injury report for you guys.
I don't
shouldn't
see
be
him on
injured.
it.
I don't.
He was questionable last week.
Montgomery's on it.
Is Montgomery
Yeah.
still injured?
He's probable.
Yeah, he's
I
probably.
don't know
Yeah.
if you on the stream it's coming through super fucking highlighted for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, I can see it though.
Yeah.
let's
But Amon is not
see.
on there.
Yeah, I know he
And
shouldn't
he,
be, but
he did practice today too, Montgomery.
Montgomery
so he's
did?
likely to
Okay.
play. Yeah.
I would like to see us use Jameer Gibbs more. Our defense looks pretty good. Brian Branch and C.J. Gardner-Johnson in the backfield are really fucking showing
CJ
up. And Branch
Gardner-Johnson
is
He's on IR.
He's on IR though.
Okay. Well, anyways, Brian Branch making some big fucking hits, making some big fucking plays. Jack Campbell making some big plays. Aiden Hutchinson making some big plays. Our O-line's a little fucked. I think we have like some backups on our O-line right now. And Penny Sewell even went from like right tackle to left tackle or something like that. So our O-line's a little iffy, but I think we still come with the win, especially with Jared Goff performing really well.
I will say, are you not concerned with how the Lions game went? I know you guys kind of won handily based off the final score, but if you watch the game like you did, like it was pretty close throughout. It was a football game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like with Montgomery injured, we didn't really have the most threatening or the big threatening run game that we had with the dual threat with Montgomery and Gibbs.
Right.
Our O-line got injured.
Are you not worried about the Goff fence throwing another pick with the Rocket?
No, I'm not worried about Goff throwing a pick. I mean, that was his first pick in what, like fucking 400 games or some shit.
No,
like
that was after
That
against
was
Seattle.
Seattle.
Your pick, and then so
He's
that's
got
back
two.
throwing picks.
No, I'm not worried about it. He's had a consistent track record of not turning the ball over.
No, when he was with the Rams, he was.
Oh damn.
You mean when he was a Super Bowl contender? Yeah.
Yeah,
Super
with that
Bowl contender, Jared
high-powered defense. Yep, and they scored 3 points.
Well, I
in the
mean,
Super Bowl.
everyone knows that was all Sean McVay's doing. It was all Sean McVay on the field doing everything, not Jared Goff. So
That is accurate.
give me the Lions -1.5. They come away with the win, but it might be dirty. Might be a dirty game.
Ryan, you cool if I go second on this
Yeah,
one?
please. I was gonna say it sounded like you have a lot to say about this Lions team. Go ahead.
I'm actually gonna tail my co-host on this one, Jacob Bowler here.
Ooh.
But it's actually for not the reasons he mentioned. It's actually because the Packers are likely to be down Aaron Jones, Jair Alexander, and Christian Watson. Those are 3 legit starters for that team. We saw last week without Aaron Jones and Christian Watson, that offense struggled again. Jordan Love did not look crisp like he did in week 1. And realistically, they should have lost that game. If Derek Carr doesn't get injured in the third quarter, they lose that game. I'm very confident in that. And they still must lost against fucking James Winston. Surgical LASIK motherfucker James Winston, but they missed a kick. They missed a gimme kick. So if that goes in, like fucking Packers probably are what 1-3 then, 1-2, excuse me. I like the Lions. I'm a little concerned with how week 2 went for them, but like Jake mentioned, if they get Montgomery back, I feel a lot better about it.
You know, I am going to tail the Lions as well here. They are just on a hot streak, I think, a little bit. They've still, that Seahawks win over them kind of set them back a little bit, but then they come back and beat the Falcons.
It is us back.
Well, they had a nice bounce-back game against the Falcons.
It wasn't a bounce back.
They get the nice W.
And I think
Okay,
we're
we'll take
arguing
that.
what the bounce back here.
And now they are going to Green Bay to face their rival, and they've done pretty good the past few games. So I'm going to tail as well and take the Lions.
I will say,
here.
Ryan, do you know the stat of the last time they've been the last like 5 meetings or so? Do you happen to know that?
Yes,
stat?
I do. I actually have the last 10. Perfect. The last 10 is a split even 5-5. But
Okay.
the Lions are looking to win their 4th straight.
Okay,
against the
perfect. Thank
Packers.
you. I will say, and so far it's only been 3 weeks. Small sample size. So far, the Lions average 80 more yards per game than the Packers, and they also give up 30 yards less than the Packers per game. So better overall.
Here's something for you as well. The Lions have the Lions and the Packers are 5-5 on wins, but against the spread, the last 10, Lions are 8-2 against the Packers.
Wow.
So that gives you some hope there a little bit, huh?
It does.
It's weird that
80%
Vegas
chance.
put this as like a pick'em game, basically, because
Yeah.
the Lions have this nice track record, and the Packers so close. I mean, the only reason I would is because they're angry about last year.
Right, but different teams.
Yeah, but I mean, same coach. It's like.
Yeah, but the plays don't have the
These
same.
guys fucking ruined my career last year, man. Or however
You
Matt
guys made
LaFleur
Aaron
sounds.
Rodgers leave, man.
God damn it, man. All right. That's Thursday Night Football. The overseas
Go.
London games start this Sunday as well, so football kicks
Home away
off.
from home, as they say for the Jaguars. Home away from home.
I know, they're playing 2 London games this year. I think they played last year
Nope.
and the year before.
They played the last 5 years in London at least.
They love them over there for some reason.
They do. Hey,
But-
because their own fan base don't love him here.
Yeah, that's true. There's a whole thing about did you see the thing they sent out, would you rather pay for the stadium or Jags to leave? And 80% said, let the Jags leave. We don't want to pay for the new
Yeah.
stadium. But anyway, the Falcons at Jags kickoff at 9:30 a.m. in London. Falcons at Jags. I guess it's home field for Jags in this one, but the Jags are -3 in London here today. I don't really know what to make of either of these teams. The Falcons have impressed me a little more, and the Jags just aren't really doing anything, man. Trevor Lawrence, he doesn't look that great so far through 3 games, at least from what I've seen. I haven't been impressed.
Right.
I don't know, Matt. Do you have anything to say about these teams?
Yeah, I will. So I was right with the Jags week 1, and then they fucked me the past 2 weeks. Fucked by Kansas City and fucked by the Texans. I think this is a bounce back win for them. I do. Dirty Birds are dirty. Boo, dirty
Boo,
birds.
dirty birds.
Boo.
Yep. Take a shower, Jake. Falcons. Take a shower. I don't like Desmond Ritter. I've been on record for the past year saying I don't like Desmond Ritter. I don't like that offense.
I
They
heard it.
misutilize Kyle Pitts and they misutilize Drake London. Those are 2 top 5 picks they drafted, and they don't utilize them at all.
Hey, what about Bijan?
Big fan of Bijan.
Are they
Big
doing
fan.
things with him?
Bijan.
I just don't think right now that offense, he's enough to carry that offense. Because they're losing in spite of him, unfortunately. He's running over people, he's running through people, he's jumping over people. It doesn't matter. And Jags are home. I can't remember the last time Jags has lost in London. I know it's been a while, actually. I know the Jaguars have not got off to the start that we thought they would, based off last year's run to the playoffs and how they did the playoff game versus the Chargers.
Broke his
That
weapon.
miraculous comeback.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, they gotta get the ball rolling. You can't get down 1-3 in division, hope to make a playoff. I mean, it's not a good look. So because of that reason, I like the Jags.
Now, this doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, I think, but I will note these teams have only played each other 5 times in the last 16 years, and the Falcons have won 4 of those games. 4 in a row, actually.
Oh, I'm assuming that was with Matt Ryan. I'm assuming so.
Yeah, so they played in 2021, 19, 15, 11, and 07. The last time the Jags beat them in 07, but other than that, the Falcons have won the last 4 games.
So I think Matt Ryan was a rookie in 2008, I believe. So right before Matt Ryan's career. So, I mean, really, if you don't think about it, that doesn't even matter at that point.
Yeah, that's why I was just throwing it out there. It's one of those trend things that
Right.
people get on. I'll go ahead and I'll tail you here, Matt. I'll tail the Jags just because London is their home away from home. I don't really know much about either of these teams. Calvin Ridley, I watched the Jags game and Houston game today, and Calvin Ridley dropped 4 balls that were easily in his hands. So I don't know what's going on there. And
Hey, he's probably
defense,
sports betting with those hands.
I know. That's
Check
right.
him.
He probably took the under on his receptions, so that's why he kept
Probably
dropping his
did.
balls. Oh shit, I can't
Yep.
catch this one. And then also their defense, like Houston with the deep ball against the Jags was just ridiculous.
Mollywop.
Freaking, they were throwing the ball 20 yards or more several different times, and the Jags didn't stop it. So, I don't know. Just give me the Jags just because I don't know anything about really both of these teams.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Jags as well here. The Lions fucking mollywopped them last week. Easy, literally no competition. And they gotta fly halfway across the world to play a fucking ball game. So, yeah, give me the Jags. They've done a lot. They're just comfortable there already.
This game, honestly, is probably a coin flip at the end of the day anyway, for me at least. Okay, now we have what should be a primetime game, but they're giving it to us for free at 1 p.m. Definitely should be game of the week if it's not already. The hot Miami Dolphins at their AFC East rival, Buffalo Bills, and the Bills open up at 2.5-point favorites after Miami just walked in, or actually Denver walked in, and Miami said, F you guys, we're going to put up 70 points. Bills are still -2. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, the line has moved to -3 now for the Bills, actually, now that I've just checked it. -3 for the Bills.
Checking injuries.
-3 for the Bills.
Jalen Waddle is still in concussion protocol and did not practice today. Not that it matters right now, but it's just important to note. No Jalen Waddle as of yet.
Okay, well, it didn't matter this past Sunday.
No, it did not.
But I'm going to go ahead and right now just lock it in for me. Give me the Dolphins. I mean, they look fucking unbelievable right now. I get it's the Broncos and, like, they're kind of like beating up a retarded kid, kind of. But the Dolphins, man, 70 fucking points. Like, holy cow. That is a shitload of points. And, like, the Bills, though, they did put a mollywhopping on the Commanders as well. I think the Dolphins are just a fucking wagon to run through right now. And I think they go up to Buffalo, get it done. Jake, how you feeling about this one? You're a big Josh Allen stan. I know you love Stephon Diggs. You think he's the best wide receiver in the league?
Yep.
No,
we're on record for that. We have record for that.
Yep.
I was actually kind of hoping you would take the Bills here because I wanted to take the Dolphins. I just kind of want to play opposite. I figured that would be like better leaning one to do.
Sure.
But give me the Bills here. They got a pretty good defense. They had a great showing last week and absolutely destroyed me with Dakota's defensive Bills fantasy team.
4 picks.
And a fumble.
I mean, yeah, they've had a field day against the Broncos, but obviously you have to take that with a grain of salt.
I
or whatever
agree,
the fuck
for sure.
the saying is. Not to say, though...
But could you say the same thing about the Commanders and the Raiders, though? Past 2 weeks for the Bills.
What part?
As in having a field day. They mollywopped Raiders and Commanders, commies, but they both suck.
Yeah.
I mean, at least Miami has beat legit teams.
I mean, Broncos.
I mean, on paper, this must be good.
But I'm not saying like the Bills' offense is fucking insane or anything either. I'm not saying like, I'm not betting on them to win because they scored fucking massive points on the Raiders or the Cardinals or whoever the fuck they went against. Sure. I don't like Josh Allen. What?
The last 10 meetings between the Bills and Dolphins. Bills have won 9 of the last 10 games.
Damn.
I
don't like Josh Allen. I don't think anyone. His highs are so fucking high.
Yep.
And his lows are so fucking. It's just hard to really fucking be like place my bet on Josh Allen to do the right thing at the right time. I just hope it's like a competent team versus a competent team. And I'm just gonna give it to the home here at -3. But it's gonna be a crazy game. It's gonna be a must watch. I completely understand taking the Dolphins. If you would have took the Bills, I would have took the Dolphins. But I'm gonna play opposite here.
I got you.
So a little stat real quick, stat guru. Tyreek Hill and Stephon Diggs, Jake's #1 wide receiver, they both have 25 catches on the year. Tyreek Hill has 150 more receiving yards than Stephon Diggs with the same amount of catches.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
I just had to put that out there. That's just incredible.
That is wild.
It's crazy. Like what they were showing with Tyreek, just send him in motion from the inside out, and just give it to him, and he'll get yards after catch, no problem. Like it's so crazy.
So Jake, I could see why you want to take the Bills. I think their defense. I mean, theoretically, they should keep it close.
Yep.
Because the Broncos game is a little bit of an outlier, right? They had real good drives. I mean,
Yep.
fucking Russell Wilson had over 300 passing yards. Yeah, he had one pick, but one pick doesn't equate to 70 points or a 50-point, loss. His receivers, I think, he had three. Cortland Sutton had 3 fumbles, all in the side of the Broncos territory. And so, that doesn't happen. There's 21 points on the board right there, right? And so then that 50-point win becomes a 30-point win or whatnot. I mean, big
a lot more
difference.
manageable. Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
It's just like you're still getting blown out by 30, which doesn't happen that much either.
No, but then you take away the touchdown, essentially garbage time with the fucking backup Mike White throws a 60-yard bomb. So you take that away, you start
Oh, then
chipping
you take
away.
out the touchdown where Tyreek Hill scored in the first minute and a half because that never happens, and then take out the next touchdown. It's basically a 1-possession game.
Exactly. Yeah. Hey, you said it. You said it, not me. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the Dolphins, but it's not because of week 3. It's actually because of week 2.
Wow.
Patriots defense is legit, and Miami had to grind out that victory. And Foxborough is tough to play in, especially Sunday Night Football. That's a gutsy win by the Dolphins, and that's what gives me hope that this team's legit. Not just because they can score 70 points in a blink of an eye, but because they can win the close battles. They beat Justin Herbert in Justin Herbert's home stadium.
That's not that big of an accomplishment.
Some would say.
I mean, the Jaguars did it also, so it's like,
Jags
were
were
down
home
by
actually.
28
Jags were home that game. So, you want to retract that statement? No, okay. We got you on record.
Well, I mean, beating Sherbert is not too hard.
He didn't
done
beat
it
Sherbert.
already.
He beat the team. They missed a field goal to win the game. Nah,
2 teams have done it already this season.
you're right. Not his fault. He's put up gaudy
Anyways.
numbers. Anyway, give me the Dolphins. I like the Dolphins here.
We like the Dolphins.
Also, hey, I'm gonna put
If you
this
guys
out here
would've picked the
real
Bills,
quick. Another stat, real quick. Tua Tagovailoa has completed 72 passes. Josh Allen has completed 80 passes. Tua Tagovailoa has thrown over 300 more yards than Josh Allen in 8 less attempts or completions.
Oh my god.
Oh, and he's currently QBR is 82.9, which is leading the NFL by a significant margin. Josh Allen QBR is 69.2, which is tied for 6th. So that's a large difference.
That is very large.
I would pick the Dolphins if you guys weren't, but I'm trying to keep it spicy.
I hear you. Yeah. You got to come back somehow.
Hey, and who knows? Any given
Oh
Sunday,
yeah,
right?
what are the final scores for this so far?
I should be up 3 games.
I think you're only up 1.
No,
he's up
3.
3.
We were tied to go into week. Yeah.
He's
I
up
thought it was
3.
up by 1
No, we were tied going to week 2 or week 3, Jake.
Yeah.
because I picked the 2 different games. Oh yeah, tied overall, but I won 2 games.
Yep. So week 1, 9. Matt had 11. This is through after the week. You had 5, correct? So you had 14, and you tied him in week 2. For week 3, Matt had 3 more correct picks than you.
Dude, I could have swore one of these weeks I had 1-1.
No, you have not won yet.
No, so week 2, you caught up to him and
Oh,
tied
yeah.
him.
Yeah.
I could have swore I was up on one of the.
You have not
Right.
been up yet. No.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna just believe that though.
I've
Okay,
sent,
go back
I've sent
through.
you the I've sent you the
Yeah,
Cox and
and I
stock
can
sheets
attest.
every
I
week,
had
so you
been.
can.
I have been confirming with Ryan. I have been looking over it to make sure for accountability.
I have sent it to you in the
Okay.
Discord DM, so you can check yourself.
I know, but you've already messed up one time, and we're only fucking
Hey,
3 weeks in.
and we
I just gotta
corrected
make
it
sure.
right then and there, right? Did we
did.
not?
We did.
I'm just
We
saying.
did.
I'm just saying. I thought in my head
Nope.
I was up.
It's crazy how you believe that
Yeah.
you won, and we're supposed to be like, oh, I
It's
don't.
crazy how you believe you thought week 2 was right, and then Matt and I told you it was wrong. So it's kind of weird.
And
how
then,
that
and then
happened,
guess
too.
what? We fixed
It's
it right
crazy
then
how
and there.
Jake has to copy all my picks for the entire season just to beat me.
I didn't copy all your picks. Did you choose the Chiefs or Bengals?
I said the entire regular
Wow.
season.
Who cares about the regular season? It's all in the
Well, that's what regular season? That's 280 games in the regular season. Okay, then don't pick the regular season at all. Just pick playoff games, Jake.
I'm basically not. I'm just kind of out here throwing picks out.
Oh, they don't
I'm
pick
in
at all
second
though.
place.
No, don't pick at all though.
Okay, how about we pick between two 0-3 teams here? The Vikings at the Panthers, plus 3.5 for the Panthers at home. Matt, you're a resident Viking fan here. How you
Yep.
feeling about the Vikings minus 3.5 on the road at Carolina?
I think Carolina is bad football team. I think they played better with Andy Dalton than Bryce Young, which I find hilarious. I wonder if that means they're going to stick with Andy Dalton for a while, or as soon as Bryce Young is healthy, they're just going to throw him back out there. I'll be interested to see the development. Adam Thielen had a legit game versus the Seahawks defense. Not saying that means anything because Seahawks defense is trash, but good
Hey,
job for
whoa.
Adam Thielen, the white boy. I don't know. Vikings defense is awful. They can't hang on to football. Their own coach is threatening to bench players because of the turnover issue, which I love to see. You got to light the fire under their ass.
Excuse me.
They're 0-3. Like, I don't know at what point you just press the tank button, trade Kirko, but I don't know, because Justin Jefferson, you have to worry about that dynamic because Kirko his boy. I don't know. I like the Vikings this game, but I don't like them for the season, unfortunately. And I just don't trust the Panthers. I know they have Miles Sanders. He kind of got beat up versus the Seahawks. I'm assuming he'll play, though. But outside of Adam Thielen, that offense just doesn't scare me.
I'm going with the Vikings as well because even though it's only been 3 weeks, Kirk Cousins leads the league in passing yards, in
Hell yeah.
completions, in touchdowns, and that's enough for me to be like, Cousins, I like that. You like that. And I like the Vikings here on the road, minus 3.5 at Carolina. You like that.
Oh, right now, Justin Jefferson is on pace for 2,500 receiving yards.
Jesus.
He's averaging 170 a game, and I think that trend continues versus the poor secondary of the Carolina Panthers.
Jake, how you feeling about this one here between these two Goliaths meeting here?
I know you guys simp for Kirk Cousins pretty hard.
Kirko.
Kirko, he likes to read and
I
go
don't
to church.
like him.
What?
I mean, I don't like guys who throw game-ending interceptions in the end zone when they're on the 5-yard line. I'm sorry. That's not my type of quarterback.
That's not my quarterback.
Don't like him. Okay, you like that kind of gameplay? I understand. I mean, you have your Geno guy.
Right.
That makes sense.
So you're an Andy Dalton guy.
I'm a Red Rocket dude, and he
Ah.
was throwing some fucking beamers out there.
You like a dog's wiener? That's what I'm hearing. You like
Now,
the name
even
of
if
it?
why was it the first thing you thought of when you heard Red Rocket?
I mean, this is what it's called.
I wouldn't know. I don't look up dog dicks. Anyways, give me the fucking. Even if Andy Dalton's not playing, give me the Panthers here at what is that minus
Plus
3.5?
plus 3.5 for the Panthers.
Yeah, give me them to cover at home. Fuck it. Vikings suck.
Let's see if I can zoom this in a little.
I don't know why you. I just can't trust. Obviously, can't trust either of these teams, but I'm not gonna bet on the Vikings winning fucking away game if they can't even win at home.
Sure.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I
Absolutely.
will say, though, so if Kirk would have thrown a touchdown instead of an interception last week, would that have changed your mindset of this game?
I mean, if he changes the way he plays to be better, then yeah, sure. I don't have any
No, just that one
issue.
play though. I mean, that he's not changing how he plays. He still threw the same pass, but it's caught for a touchdown instead of pick.
Well, he threw it right in the chest of a player.
Right, but that doesn't answer my question. If he throws a touchdown to win the game, does that change your pick this week?
That's it. No.
Okay, that's all I need to know. Okay.
That's a stupid question, though.
You said you just don't like your quarterbacks throwing game-ending picks.
I don't.
Right,
I also
so
don't
it's
like
not
my
a game-ending.
quarterbacks not being able to win a single Thursday night game.
Well, hey, games are tough to win in the NFL. games are
I
tough to
also
win.
like my quarterbacks to study fucking film instead of studying fucking Barnes and Nobles.
Hey,
And also studying why his wife doesn't fuck him. Because it's super fucking obvious from quarterbacks.
Hey, they at least did it 3 times because he has three little
That is
Gershos
true.
right
Hey.
there, man.
You don't know if those are his.
I
They
guess
look
that's true.
exactly
We
like
don't.
him.
One of them could be named DeAndre.
All right, well, let's
Hey,
go.
that just goes to show you the type of family man Kirko is. He's gonna raise someone else's kid. You gotta give it up for that.
Yeah, that's a man right there.
Coco Cousins, let's go.
He's not a stepdad. He's the dad that stepped up. And
Exactly.
let's go
That's my
to
quarterback.
let's go to 2 more Goliath fucking powerhouse teams here. 2 more 0-3 teams. The game of the week.
Yes.
The 0-3 Denver Broncos at the 0-3 Bears. And after a giant fucking Miami-sized dump was laid on the heads of Russell Wilson and Sean Payton and the rest of the Broncos, they open up at -3.5 point favorites on the road at Chicago. Man, this is going to be something else, I feel like. I think I have to go here with the Broncos. I mean, did they just get 70 points dropped on their head? Yeah. Did they have a very embarrassingly bad season last year? Yes. Is Sean Payton maybe eating his own words about what he said about Nathaniel Hackett being the worst coaching situation he's ever seen, and now he is, speed running to try and take that title away from him? Yes. But I will say, even though in that 70-point loss to the Dolphins, the offense actually moved the football very well. They didn't get a lot of points, but Russell Wilson threw for over 300 yards. He threw a touchdown. He did have an interception, but that was kind of it was batted in the air, so I don't really count that against him. It wasn't like he threw it to the defender. It got batted around. The Broncos could move the ball. They had some big gains, big catches. The opposite for the Bears, they offensively, Justin Fields is barely throwing over 100 yards a game. He is averaging 2 interceptions a game. If you watch some of their film, every YouTube video that I've watched and analyst that I've listened to is what the fuck is the Bears offense doing? No one has a fucking clue what is going on there. And I hope I am not jinxing myself when I say this. I think the Broncos are actually going to fucking mollywop the Bears. I think the Broncos at least win this game by 10. I hope they do. But I'm taking the Broncos here at -3.5 on the road in Chicago.
Jake, you got it.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning the same way. The Bears just at some point you have to break it down to the most simplistic things ever to figure out who's going to win. And it's Justin Fields stats, Russell Wilson stats you got to go with Russell Wilson. I know Justin Fields isn't all his fault, but it is a lot of it. And I feel like after getting beat by 50, something to prove.
So I'm a big stats guy, big QBR guy.
Yep.
Justin Fields, QBR. Could anyone guess what he ranks in QBR this year through 3 games?
Compared to all quarterbacks?
Yep, all quarterbacks.
I'm guessing. And is that counting quarterbacks who just went out there and took a knee, or is it starting quarterbacks?
No, every quarterback that has played this season so far.
Okay, I'm guessing he's 40 or something then.
He's 34th, which is essentially last because, yeah, I think 35 QBs have played, so he's second to last, 34th. His QBR is 21
Oh my god.
for reference. I don't have anything more to say than what has already been said. I like Denver. I think Denver wins handily. Bears needs to break it down, and like Jay said, like look at simplicity. They need to run a simplistic offense. They can't even complete 5-yard passes. If it wasn't for
Last week, apparently he only had one designed run, which is like what he's supposed to fucking do.
exactly, and I don't understand that because last season they changed it to model his game, and now they're going completely away from that. And it's the same offensive coordinator. I have no idea how this man still has a job. It's pathetic, honestly. It's inexcusable. The only reason Justin Fields threw a touchdown last week is because Matt Eberflus kept him in the game when it was 41-0 last week versus Kansas City in the fourth quarter. They're like, no, this is your loss, buddy. Figure it out. I like Denver. Denver should not be 0-3. Realistically, they should not be 0-3. They have played better than an 0-3 team so far. So I think this is finally where they get the first win of Sean Payton's young career in the Denver Broncos house.
Justin Fields has thrown
Let's fucking go.
3 touchdowns. He's thrown 4
Yep.
picks. He's
Yep.
been
And
sacked.
he has 2
thir-
fumbles.
Been sacked 13 times.
Everybody.
He has a
Jeez.
completion percentage of 58%. He's
Oh my
only
God.
he's barely thrown over 500 yards.
Yep.
Just all around not good. But that's going to be a game right there. That's 2
I'm
powerhouses. 2 powerhouses.
Hey,
man.
while we're talking stocks, the over-under for this game is 46. I like the
What the
under.
What?
fuck?
Yeah,
I would take the under too.
yeah,
I would also.
46.
That's one of the higher ones. Just looking at the other spreads here, like
Yeah,
Tampa and
yeah.
Saints is 40, Commanders
Yeah.
and Eagles is 44. Like that's one of the higher spreads on the board here. Okay, division matchup. The 2-1
Oh, yeah.
Ravens at the 2-1 Browns. -2.5 for the Browns. Their defense looks legit as fuck. Nick Chubb, may God rest his knee. It has completely exploded. The Ravens got caught sleeping last week at home.
Hey,
Indy
watch
came
out.
in. Hey, Indy might be a team. The Colts, they might be a football team right now. Ravens, they've got a lot of injuries, and Lamar, they're going to have him run around a lot, throw the ball a lot. He's got to do something against probably a top 5 defense with the Browns. Myles Garrett had 4 sacks, I believe, last week. I forgot who they played. I think it was Tennessee. He had 4 sacks. Like, that's crazy.
It should have been more, too.
I really want to take the Browns, but I'll stick with the team on my shirt right here, the Baltimore
Home team.
Ravens, +2.5 on the road. But I'm not going to lie. I think the Browns I think they're going to get it done here. But I'm going to go with the Ravens for the hometown crew here. Dirty Birds. Let's go Lamar. Go Ravens. Ah! How do you feel about this one, Jake? I know you're a bit... Oh, I'm sorry, Matt.
Oh,
You got Jakey.
I was gonna say I don't know about this. I really don't. I was hoping you guys would take the Browns, and I would take the Ravens here as underdogs. But I don't know, man. Browns defense is so good, but their offense is so bad. Give me the Ravens at +2.5. Here.
Wow.
Yeah, I was really hoping I could get them against you guys.
That's shocking.
But
Yeah, I'm shocked. I really thought Jake was going to go with the Brownies
Yeah,
here. Not
I did
gonna lie,
too.
the
yeah,
Elves.
I don't. I want to play the opposite if you guys took the, but I don't want to play. I don't want to put my money on. No thank.
Yeah, I definitely threw a wrench into my
Thunder.
plans.
The last
Was not
last 10 meetings, between these two teams, a split even 5-5.
If someone can give me a convincing argument to go with the Browns, I would take.
That's against the spread. I should mention, by the way, the Ravens are actually 6-4 wins and loss, but against the spread they're even. I want to clarify that. Sorry.
It's a tough game. Like these AFC North battles are always fucking tough. Like look at week Browns versus Steelers, week 2, I believe, right? Fuck.
Dude, this injury report list for the Ravens is it's so long.
Yeah, so that's one of the reasons the Colts beat them. I'm okay with admitting that. They're supposed to get some of those people back from everything I'm reading. They're all questionable right now because it's only Tuesday in the week, obviously. I like the Ravens here.
Ooh.
I just don't know if I like the Browns' offense without Chubb. And Deshaun Watson just doesn't look like Deshaun when he was with the Texans, when he was an MVP caliber quarterback. He just doesn't look like it yet. I guess that's what happens when you don't play football for a year and you get 31 allegations against you, but he was proven innocent.
Paid a lot of money to keep their mouth shut, huh?
Hey, based off our justice system, he's innocent.
Court didn't find him guilty.
Nope.
I'll tell you what, though, he's guilty for leading a vile offense.
Oh,
that's true.
Oh,
guilty of stinking it up when the pigskin's in his hands.
Hey, speaking of stinking it up, or robbing, Lamar Jackson, his mama has robbed the Ravens. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, they made some bank there.
Good for her. Good for her.
Hey, good for them.
Yeah.
Woman power.
Woman power. That's his mama.
Yep.
She's a lawyer. She's his agent.
Mm-hmm.
They robbed Maryland.
Hey, speaking of mamas, we forgot about our mom sitting right here in Discord.
Oh,
Mom, how you feeling about the Ravens and the Browns game? What do you think? How do you think this one's gonna go, Mom?
Birds will probably get it.
Woo! Wow.
Birds over the Brownies. Ooh, okay.
We all like the Ravens.
Looks like we're all the Ravens then.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess it's 2020 and Maryland just being robbed again, broken into and robbed. 2020, am I right?
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
If we can only
give me
figure
the
out who's
Ravens.
robbing them.
What's up?
If we can only figure out who's robbing.
Yeah, who? I think we just found out it's Lamar and his mom.
Okay.
Oh, and it's Ronnie Staley. It's Marcus Williams. You know,
yeah, all these people. How about these two powerhouses? The 2-1 Steelers at the 1-2 Texans, +3 for the Texans. I'll say it right now. I am bought in on the CJ Stroud hype train. He is fucking.
Oh, I did not see that coming.
CJ Stroud is. I mean, first of all, I took the Texans the first 2 weeks and they fucked me. Then I don't take them last week and they beat the Jags by 20 points. The Steelers somehow are just so fucking boring to watch, but they've won 2 games somehow.
They're good, dude. They're good.
That defense is phenomenal.
I know.
They're good, man.
Okay, so
I'm going with the Texans though at +3,
They
just because
might be a top.
CJ Stroud is just airing it out like crazy right now, and he has not. He's thrown. He's averaging like 280 yards a game. He's thrown, I think, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions yet.
Yep. So
He's doing
actually,
very well.
on CJ Stroud is the first rookie in NFL history to have 900 yards, 4 tutties, and 0 picks within his first 3 games. First QB in NFL history. Pretty impressive if you think about it, considering how old the NFL is. However, I like the Steelers, man. I'm not a fan of Kenny Pickett, but I'm a fan of TJ Watt. He's going to have a monster day versus the piss-poor Texans offensive line. He legit might have 3 sacks by himself. And that's not even a hyperbole. He is a monster. He's on pace for 34 sacks already this season.
Oh my God.
I like TJ Watt. I like the defense. I think the offense is mama, papa, missionary style is enough to get it done versus the Texans team.
Okay.
Mama, papa.
Yeah, I like the Steelers here too. They could put something together here, and they're not. I feel like Mike Tomlin can figure out this guy of
Yep.
CJ Stroud. I wasn't bought into CJ Stroud. I still am not.
Yeah, I'm not either yet.
Glad he had a great game. Good for him. Glad
Yep.
he's got great passing yards. It's kind of what you have to do in the NFL now.
Yep.
I think enough that 290, what is our 900 yards, whatever the fuck he was
Nine.
that record in
Yep.
3 games. That shit's gonna be broken probably next year. Not too worried about it. Fucking killers here.
Yeah. I'm not gonna overthink this one. I just think Texans. I know they beat the Jaguars, right? I just think Jaguars are caught in that game. It's a division game. I think Ryan. I think you're reading way too much into it. I'm just being honest with you. Kind of like the Seahawks division. Colts always
He's
beat the
bought into
Texans.
it. You're gonna call him to switch his pick, Matt.
Yeah.
I'm just telling though. I'm just gonna explain. Colts always beat the Texans. Texans always beat the Jags. Jags always beat the Colts. That's just how it
No,
works.
he's bought in on CJ. He's bought into CJ. Come on.
Yep,
come on.
you're
Bought
right.
in.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
I'm
I'm
bought
sorry.
in.
Next
I
game.
invested. I invested. Next game. Next game. Oh, okay. Here we
Oh,
go.
so what happens if you lose money again? Okay.
I'm not gonna lose money. Just you wait. Rams at Colts, -1.5 for the Colts. Matt at home. How you feel about this one? You're a big Colts fan. You must be riding high after a big win on the road in Baltimore, taking down one of a lot of people would say a top AFC team in the Ravens.
Absolutely, yeah.
The Colts surprising a lot of people here, sitting atop the AFC South at 2-1, and
Yes,
now
sir.
hosting the Super Bowl champs from 2 years ago, the Rams, Matty Stafford and Puka. How you feel -1.5 at home?
So we all know typically the home team is they're always given 3 points, right? So really you have to look at this as Rams are -2 if we're looking at that set.
Sure.
Based off last night's game, Matty Stafford and the Rams played like ass. And that's against a bad Bengals team so far this year. I was impressed with the Rams week 1 and week 2. I'll give you guys that. Since then, though, I don't know. Last night was not a good game or showing. And now they have one less day to prepare for the Colts. I think that directly affects this game. Anthony Richardson is optimistic that he will play. Ryan Kelly, the center, he's optimistic he will play. Other than that, Colts are healthy as can be. They have a running game with Zach Moss, who over the past 2 games has averaged over 100 yards rushing. Their offensive line in pass blocking is top 5 in the NFL right now, which is great to see. Very, very happy. I like this Colts team. This defense is phenomenal. They're nasty. They make you grind out the tough yards. They don't leave people wide open. It's going to be a battle. I think they're going to find a way. I'm not going to say they're going to shut down Puka. I just don't think he's going to have like an over 80-yard game like people have been expecting of him, since his performance week 1. I like the Colts. Colts are healthy. Colts are home. Anthony Richardson should be electric. Shane Steichen is the right coach for the job. They play complementary football. Matt Gay, they signed away from the Rams, who won us a game versus the Ravens. Like, it's a money game. Like, give me the Colts.
Hey, that Colts kicker, Matt Gay, he was the MVP last week, huh? He had
Yes, sir.
5 field goals, 15 points, all him.
Yep.
He put the team on his back.
He did. He said, hey, watch me carry this. Gardner Minshew? No, more like I'm the gardener of this garden.
Oh, I know Pat McAfee was probably jumping up and down seeing a Colts kicker do all that.
For the brand.
For the
For the brand.
Exactly. Jake, I know you're a Georgia boy down there, Bulldog. Yep, #1, back-to-back national championships. Looking for #3, Matty Stafford, a Georgia boy. How you feel about Matthew Stafford and Puka walking into Indianapolis here at +1.5?
So I missed out on pretty much all of Matt's thing. So I apologize if I repeat some stuff and ask some questions here. I was helping Ashley out with Liza. Is AR back for this?
He's optimistic. It looks like he will be optimistic. They can't officially say he's still in protocol, but optimistic.
Okay. Rams haven't looked great besides a good showing from Puka, like 1 or 2
I agree.
games. obviously, they still have their key players like Aaron Donald, like fucking
Yeah.
handling that. Not much you can do about that. He's going to retire this year anyways, most likely.
Yeah.
But give me the Colts.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
I picked the Colts last week too.
I know you did. Yeah, you
sure
tailed
did.
me.
Yep.
You tailed me.
You
Yeah.
sure did.
Honestly, Jake, I'm not gonna lie. Going into this week, I 100% thought you were gonna pick the Rams. I'm gonna be honest.
No, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the Rams. I mean, yeah, we got Matt Stafford. He's obviously good or whatever. But
I just don't trust that team as a whole. I'll be honest.
Yeah, they're just like it feels like they're all old.
Yeah, and like I said yesterday, right? They played bad versus the Bengals. That's a bad loss.
It's funny you mentioned
And
that you
they're-
feel like the Rams are old because I believe on average they are the youngest team in the league.
Youngest they are, yeah,
Really?
and
Yeah.
and they're gonna have money next year to spend because this year they have 72 million in dead money this year, but next year they're gonna have the most money in the NFL to go buy people. Watch out for the Rams.
Shit on a stick, as I say.
Yeah, as they say, hey, some would say.
I think just for funsies, I'm gonna go opposite here. I'll take the Rams.
Wow, you had to pick a team in your division. Wow,
I know. Hey, it pains
Not a
me to
real
do it.
Talk fan.
It pains me to do it, but I will take the Rams just for funsies here to go opposite. And hey, who knows? Who knows, right? Any given Sunday, but I think Colts might be the safe pick. But for funsies, I'll go the other way.
Hey, I respect it. Keep the funsies. Hey, I would too if I was in last place. You know what I'm saying, Jake?
Hey,
Oh,
whoa!
shit.
We're halfway through here.
Yep, halfway through the season.
Halfway
to
through the season. Halfway through the season. Halfway through Cox and Stocks. Now we got 8 games left.
Yep.
Division game here. We have the Buccaneers. The 2-1 Buccaneers couldn't get
Ooh.
it done against the Philadelphia quarterback sneaks. The Bucks. The Bucks going to their most hated division rival, the New Orleans Saints, and the Saints open up at -3. How are we feeling about this
Oh,
one?
hey,
Gents?
before we say anything, it's important to note Derek Carr is listed as week to week with a right shoulder sprain, AC joint sprain in his right shoulder. So okay, so week to week, and that makes a difference for y'all.
I don't really know. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about this game. I am leaning Bucks just because I have been standing Baker Mayfield for years now.
You have them.
I don't know about this one. Against the spread, the last 10 meetings between these guys, the Saints have covered 8 times in the last 10 meetings.
Yeah, but these are new teams. These are new teams.
These are new
They are.
teams. Yeah, it's true. Very true. The Bucks, though, have won the last 2 meetings. But again, that was Tom Brady last
new
year.
team. Yeah, I was gonna say that's Tom Brady.
Um.
I'll go first.
Okay, yeah.
I like the Bucks. I'm a big Mike Evans fan.
I'm gonna
Always
hit the
have
bathroom while
been.
you're talking, though.
You can still hear us, though.
Yes, yes.
All right, yeah. I like the Bucks. I like that team. I think it's gonna be a competitive game. Last night was a little bit of an eye opener for how piss poor they played at times, considering Philadelphia looked bad. I don't know if you watched it, Jake and Ryan, but Philadelphia did not wow me like I expected. Mike Evans kind of dropped a touchdown as well. That would have brought the game closer. And the Saints, they just have a piss poor offense. Saints can still win this game, but as long as the Bucks cover 3, then I'm good with it. Their offense has been Mama Peepaw missionary style as well. I don't like that. Their defense is keeping them in games. Now they might be without Derek Carr. That just doesn't bode well. They went out and got him for a reason because they didn't trust Jameis Winston. Give me the Bucks.
Yeah, I like the Bucks here too. Especially with Derek Carr being questionable.
Yep.
He's not even like a game changer, anyways.
Right, he doesn't move the needle for you.
Nope. Not get my 6 o'clock to a 12, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, oh for sure. Hey, what about 6 to 7 o'clock? You know, it's moving that needle, no?
Nope.
6 o'clock to a 12.
Oh, we're staying at 6, huh? We're staying at 6 o'clock.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I like the Buccaneers
So-
here as well. I'm standing for
Oh,
Baker
wow.
Mayfield, of course. And yeah, Mike
You need to
Evans
go
did
to
have
both
those 2
standards.
drops. He dropped one for a touchdown and another. I don't remember.
It was kind of a poor throw, though. Kind of poor throw, not his fault.
True. He did have those drops though, but then they had that drive where they like threw it to him like 3 times or whatever.
Yeah.
And
And he had that one-handed catch while being hit in the back across his
yeah.
body.
that catch was
Oh my-
fucking awesome.
Dude, that made me nut. Oh, fuck.
That was an awesome catch. But
Yeah, it was.
yeah, I'll go with the Bucks. Another division game here. The DC Commies at
Oh,
the
commies.
Philadelphia Eagles.
They are marching on, as they say. They are marching up to Philadelphia, or
Yeah.
over to Philadelphia. I don't know my geography.
The marching up. The line has moved from -7.5. It is now -8.5 for the Eagles at
Jeez.
home. Jake, how you feeling about the Philadelphia Bulldogs here, -8.5?
I don't see any reason at the moment to bet against the Eagles.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, they just as long as AJ Brown can catch a ball or two, these guys are gonna be unstoppable. And the Kelsey documentary, I don't know if you guys have watched it
Yep.
yet. You guys
Yeah,
should
pretty
watch
good.
it. Kelsey wants to fucking win a Super Bowl. As soon as he wins that Super Bowl, he's retiring.
Yep.
Um,
He said that on Pat
Yeah,
McAfee
did-
show too. Yep.
Didn't he? He's already won one, right?
he's already
No.
won one
Oh, yeah, he did. Sorry, yeah, so you're right. Yeah.
back in 2017 or whatever.
Yeah,
One.
I forgot about that one. Yep.
But he wants to. They have the team to do it. They have the defense. They have the offense. They have fucking everybody. Obviously, they went to the Super Bowl last year and played great.
Oh, I will
Um,
say a question for you, Jake. As a Philadelphia Georgia fan, are you a little concerned that Philadelphia offense has been, I would say, subpar compared to last year? They are not playing how up to standard. Are you concerned by that at all?
It's the beginning of the year now, and they played great last night. Jalen
Hurts threw
had,
bad
like,
picks. He threw bad picks.
Yeah, he did throw bad picks, but he still had like 190 yards. He had a good amount. Of
I
yards.
think. So what makes me excited is DeAndre Swift, man. He's a fucking baller.
Yes,
Oh,
he
man.
looks so good.
Oh my! And you see the holes he's running through?
This
Good
team pounds
gosh.
the rock. They love to pound the rock.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
So because actually not because of Jalen Hurts, but because DeAndre Swift is why I like the Philadelphia Eagles.
Well, also it's like this: their first downs, it's not 10 yards. It's 9 yards to get a first down because they have the automatic play to get a fucking
That's
first
true.
down anyway. So it's like
They could run that play every game, every play, and get a first down within 4 plays.
probably. But
Yeah.
it's like teams have trouble on the goal line
They
quite a
do.
bit, more often than you would think, and
Yeah.
the Eagles just do not.
Nope.
The Eagles, their rushing game through 3 games. The first week they had 97 rushing yards. Week 2 they had 259 rushing
Jeez.
yards.
Oh my gosh.
And week 3 they had 201 rushing yards. So they
Yeah, they're averaging 185 yards rushing.
that's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
And wait, is this turnovers? Oh, that's turnovers. I thought that was touchdowns. Oh, I thought it showed touchdowns.
And I'll be honest, I think. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I like the Eagles here. I know DC's down the road, but they sank to 1, man.
Whoa, that's your team. You can't go away from your team.
So I know I got a few teams out here. We got the Commies down the road, the Ravens up the road, and then of course my home team Seattle. But one of them's got to fall off here, and I think the Commanders gonna not pull through on this one. So I'm.
How do you
Yeah.
feel about Sam Howell? You think he's the future of the Commies?
Short-term solution, sure. He looked pretty
Okay.
good in the first 2 games. Last week, though, 4 interceptions. I think it was 4, 3 or 4.
Yep, 4. Yep, 4.
It's
One
just
with pick
not-
6.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just
At home.
too early to tell with them, But I
Sure.
will say they are off to. 2 wins. Did not expect them to have 2 wins right out of the gate. That's for sure.
Sure, no one did. I don't.
But,
Not even Ron Rivera, because he doesn't know his own QB.
But yeah, pretty much, the Eagles are just probably the second best team in the NFC right now.
And I believe Eagles are 2-1 covering so far. If I'm not
They are
mistaken.
2.
No, They're 3-0. They're 3-0 covering. Sorry, they're 3-0 covering.
I thought they didn't cover like last.
No, they
Weren't
covered
supposed
versus.
to win by 7.
Oh, that's right. So the
They-
line changed at the end, but the initial line they did not cover. You are correct. I'm mistaken.
This website has them as 2-0-1, but I know
Yeah.
it's like this
It-
website changes
it-
by like half a point or
yeah.
so or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. It depends on the line you use. I apologize. Yes.
Yeah. But 2-0-1 is what this has. The Commanders have only covered once. Matt,
And it was
I
not
think
last week.
No, I think I missed it, Matt. You said Eagles?
Yeah. Yeah. No question. No reason.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is a team where I'm gonna pick them until they prove me wrong. Honestly.
Yeah, that's smart. Next game, we have the Cincinnati Bengals at the Tennessee
Ooh.
Titans.
Jake, you got to open this one up. How do you feel? Your dad's a Bengals fan. You're essentially a Bengals fan by heart. His blood is in your blood. You know what I mean? So, like, how we feeling?
These teams, by the way, did play twice against each other, or 2 times last year, and the Bengals won both of them and covered both of those games. Now they are -2.5, and both of the games were at Tennessee, actually, now that I'm looking at it here.
Go ahead and pick the Bengals here. I have picked the Titans, I think, once or twice, and they covered for me. But I mean, the Burrow did not look great last night,
Nope.
but he had numbers. So did Jamar.
Jamar had numbers.
So I'm just taking the Bengals as hey, hopefully it's that top point of the season now. Where fun and games are over. Let's
Sure.
start getting those winning. If they go 1-3, that's gonna be
Over.
really bad.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to get into the
Especially in that-
playoffs.
Especially in that division.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I'm gonna tail Jake, but I don't feel comfortable with either fucking team. I picked
Yeah.
Tennessee last week, and they fucked.
Yeah, they got absolutely mollywopped. What was the final score? Like 3-27. Tannehill had, I think he turned the ball over 3 times.
Competitive. He had 25 yards at halftime.
Derrick Henry also did not have like very many.
He has
yards.
not looked good in all 3 games, Derrick Henry. Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. I don't know if they got a new offensive coordinator or a new O-line coach. He has not looked the same the past 5-6 years. Derrick Henry looks slow. He has no explosiveness to him. Again, I don't know why. I don't know if more teams are just skinny
Is he
to
slowing
him.
down? Is it age? Maybe you think he's slowing down a little bit?
He's only 29.
That's like 60 for a running back, though, is it not?
Adrian Peterson won an MVP at 33. Like the fuck?
Derrick Henry this past Sunday had 11 carries for 20 yards.
Yeah. Right now, he's averaging 3.2 yards a carry.
Oof. He's about to
That's-
go on the bench on my fantasy team, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. And so I don't know. This is the game where he just has a coming out party, rushes for 200 yards, but like motherfucker, I'm back type deal. I'm a little afraid of that because you know he's gonna have one of those games this season.
Yeah.
But I mean, Bengals have to win. They got some momentum, and Tennessee's coming off a loss. I'll go with the Bengals, but I'm not comfortable. I'm not confident. I don't like it, but I'll go with the Bengals.
I'm going to tail this as well and go with the Bengals. Pretty much the same thing. I'm not confident in either team to win or cover. But I feel like this game is not one to go against since I don't want to fall behind too much. I'm already back like 8 games, I think, from Matt. Let's see.
That's what
Oh, 9 games from Matt. Okay, so.
Hey, but who's counting? Who's counting?
Who's counting? Who's counting? Not me. Well, I guess technically. Okay. The Las Vegas Jimmy G's are going to.
Oh, he might be out though. He is in concussion protocol.
Ew, okay. The Las Vegas Devontae Adams are going to the L.A. Justin Herberts. Jake, who believes Justin Herbert is going to win the MVP this year. Jake, how you feel about Justin Herbert in this game? Division game. Raiders at Chargers. Chargers opening up at -6 at home.
And Mike Williams, remember, he's out with an ACL tear, and Austin Eckler is again questionable after he didn't not play week 3.
Who's the backup?
Running back is Joshua Kelly.
No, for a quarterback.
Oh, I don't know. Let me look it up though. I'm pulling up the roster. 1 second. Oh, Brian Hoyer and Aiden O'Connell, the rookie out of Purdue. They're big fans of Aiden O'Connell. He's like 6'6", some shit like that. Big motherfucker. But then Brian Hoyer as well. And they already asked Mike McDaniels who would start if Jimmy G does not play, and he would not reveal his cards yet. He said, we're going to put the best person out there to make it succeed.
Give me. I mean, have the Chargers even covered this season? Probably fucking not.
They
did, yeah, last week.
Yeah.
Last week.
One game.
Raiders have only
you guys know how I
covered
feel
once
about
also.
You know how I feel about Herbert? I think super fucking overrated. I know
He
you
hasn't
guys
thrown a
think
pick this
it's
year. He's third in QBR. He's almost at 1,000 yards. Yep, overrated.
Right, yeah. Coaching's fault. I get it. Yeah.
Yep.
So, he's the one out there throwing the balls.
No, he's not.
All right. I mean, you guys are picking the Chargers. I'll pick the Raiders.
Yep.
I am going
I'm
with
actually
the Chargers this game. This is the game where I'm finally going to have picked the
Finally,
Chargers.
you guys are finally picking the Chargers. Holy shit.
I'm actually
I didn't
picking
think
the
it was
Chargers
gonna
as well
happen
this
at all.
week.
Jesus,
The people who on the
bro.
podcast who don't know, Ryan and I are major Justin Herbert fans, but we never picked the Chargers.
We never
to
pick 'em.
cover.
Jake is a closeted Justin Herbert stan.
He is.
I don't like him.
He
He's
wishes his
bad.
quarterback was Justin Herbert, but he won't admit it. It's
Nope.
okay.
Who has more picks over their career?
Jared Goff.
No.
What? Yes, he does.
Who's been to the
more-
Super Bowl?
Who has more picks this season?
Who's been to the Super Bowl?
Team game.
Nah, apparently it's the coaches.
Well, yeah, that's why
Okay.
coaches get fired.
Players get traded.
Coaches get fired. Hey,
All right.
that's
Hey, hopefully. What if the Chargers lose this game? What happens then?
that's inconceivable. I can't process that.
Wow,
What
this
if
one's a
Herbert
lot.
What if he throws 2 picks?
Again, yeah, I can't comprehend that. That's, as I like to say, a hypothetical situation, so we will not
Right, like
entertain it.
what would you pick if Kirk Cousins didn't throw the pick at the end of the game? What would you guys think about Kirk if he threw?
Well, it depends, right? Because it's all situational. Context matters. If his
Okay, then
receiver
why would
just
you ask
dropped
me the question in the first place?
No, I'm just saying, like, if Justin Herbert's receivers drop the ball and someone else picks it, that's not his fucking fault.
I think last season, if Kirk Cousins on a 4th and 15 playoff game, if he threw it to a Justin Jefferson instead of a check down tight end, they would have been better.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I answered it.
We'll never know.
Yeah, I guess not. I like the Chargers this one. I feel
We'll find
comfortable.
out what Herbert's made of this game. How about that?
You're right. He threw
You sure?
400 yards last week. He only had 7 incompletions. 7 all game. Like,
He finally won. Holy shit.
you're right.
What were the other 2 games?
Not his fault.
Let's see.
They should be the Miami
It
Dolphins.
never is. It never is.
What do you
He does
mean?
nothing wrong.
They should have won against the Dolphins at home. Okay, and then
If
they
the
should have won
Dolphins
week
had only
2.
done this, the Brandon Staley had only fucking flipped the fucking. If he
He's
had
the worst
used cold
coach. He might be
water
the
instead
worst
of
coach.
hot instead of the shower. Listen, at some point you have to put some blame on Justin Herbert.
What? Like,
Yeah, I
what do you
will,
want
when
him
it's
to
his
do
fault.
though? He's thrown for
Let's go
over...
look up the second half stats of the Jaguars game. Let's go look at the second half stats.
Yes, he played.
Of the
He
Giants.
probably played bad in that game, but that's also play calling. When you run the ball 20 times and you throw it 5 times, that's not Justin Herbert's fault.
That he was like fucking 40% on completion.
Yeah, 2 for 5, 40%.
I don't think he only threw 5 passes.
No,
Second half of
but
that
you know,
game.
still saying, hey, 40% is 40%.
I mean, he could be 10 for 40.
He did not throw 40 in the second half.
Who knows? Who knows?
I mean, we can go pull it up.
Let's see.
That's what I'm trying to find here is...
But again, his kicker missed the game-winning field goal. How is that his fault? He got them in position to win the game.
if you rely on a last-second kick to win a game, then you did
Tom
something
Brady has done
throughout
that
the
his
game
entire
was
career. Tom Brady has 3 Super Bowls because of
bad.
it.
He had fucking Vinatieri, the greatest kicker of all time.
I'm aware he is the greatest kicker of all time, but you just can't say, well, you just
When
can't
you get
rely
to
on
the
a kicker.
Super Bowl, when you get to the Super Bowl, you're playing the 2 best teams theoretically. In the game, yeah, it's gonna be close games. I'm talking about when you're in a fucking first-round playoff game. So, I mean, hey, it's all the kicker's fault. Hey, Justin Herbert, what'd you throw in the fucking second half? You missed 14 passes. Oh, but it's the kicker's fault, right? And Brandon Staley's.
You got it, Ryan?
Well, I have like some stats here. I'm trying to find like quarter by quarter though. All the like the best thing I can find here is in the third quarter. Okay, so in the second half of the game, the Chargers only had 4 possessions. The first one they punted. They only had 37 yards.
Ooh.
The second possession, they had 45 yards and they got a field goal. The third possession, they went 58 yards and missed a field goal. And then their last possession in the fourth quarter, their only possession, they only got 5 yards and they had to punt.
Wait, they only had 1 possession in the fourth quarter?
That's what, yeah, that's why I'm trying to like figure out like what.
So I fucking did.
Was it onside
Okay,
kick?
Here's a breakdown. Okay, so. Oh, wait, no. Okay, so this fourth quarter has several different drives in it.
Yeah.
This has like 3. I was
We'll
trying.
find it. We'll find some stats.
Yeah.
And I mean, but hey, if Justin Herbert loses this game, I mean,
It's 1 game.
right? I mean, you guys will just pick him to cover the rest
What?
of the season.
No, every
No, we
game
wouldn't.
matters. We can't just-
It matters because why would we pick? We picked the Dolphins in week 1 and we were correct. Like, why it would be dumb? Like, it's team stats, and if we're picking to cover,
All right, fine. I mean, Justin Herbert's obviously going to make the playoffs this year. He's only starting off 1-2. 0-2 seems what is it has a 90%
Dude.
chance to make the playoffs. Is that right? Or
what we're saying
what was it again?
is a good
What?
player can be on a team that doesn't win. That happens. And Justin
So
Herbert's
wait,
a really good
but
player.
Justin Herbert is he's so good. He's so good that
Hold on
Even
now.
though he started
Tua,
0-2, he's gonna go to
Tua
the
has one
playoffs.
less than Justin Herbert, but people put Tua in the same category, same tier as Herbert and Burrow.
I'm not putting him in that tier.
You don't think Tua's that good?
No, you can't even fucking stay. He's probably got cross eyes.
Hey,
Oh,
Ryan's
yeah.
cross-eyed,
The
but
dude
he's
just
here
threw
with
for
us.
400 yards and 4 touchdowns. He's cross-eyed.
Yeah, dude, he's so fucking good. He fucking won against a fluke game.
He's
against
number
the
1 in
fucking
QBR,
Broncos.
and he's number 1 in accuracy since he's
It's
entered the
three.
league.
We're 3
Since he's entered
games
the league.
in.
Since he's entered the
We're-
league.
So how many
Well,
games
he's
does
number
it?
one-
How many games does it take for you to be like, okay, he's legit? If his only
Let's
if
see
his
the
only
season.
slight against him you have is he hits his head off the turf like a basketball.
These guys. Okay, but you guys say Brock Purdy is in the top 10 QB, and all you do is just say, well, he's got a fucking stacked team around him. What the Dolphins do too? They have a stacked team around Tua.
That's fair. I would say that's fair. But
Yeah,
Tua
I
is
agree.
putting up, Tua's putting up like twice as many yards and touchdowns as Purdy is.
And he has a deep ball. Purdy doesn't go deep with his receivers. They're like, they're 20-yard, but not 50-yard bombs.
Through the 3 games, I don't even think Purdy has thrown over 250 yards in any of the 3 games.
He has last
I
week.
care
and
more
2
about
weeks
winning.
in.
I care more about winning than stats.
Okay, the winning, yeah, like sure, a bad team can win games.
Yeah.
Though. Like
Yeah,
a
I'm
bad
just
team can
saying.
win games.
Is Brock Purdy a top 10 QB
Let's
right
find
now?
out.
In this, not all time, but I'm just talking
Well,
about.
yeah,
Do you guys
yeah.
think Brock Purdy is a top 10 QB?
Like, so far this season?
Yeah. Like using this season and last season as a template, since we're so early into the season.
I would say because we have 3 more games on him.
I would say he
I
is.
would say yes. I would say he has jumped
Okay.
Dak Prescott as number 10.
But when I said he was a top 10 before the season started, what you said, Matt, was this. Stop.
Yeah, probably.
Purdy
We
has
didn't know
not-
Okay.
enough though. But now we've seen him. Like now we know who he is. And
We saw him for half. We saw him for half this season last year.
about less than half, unless you include playoff games, obviously.
I've got it pulled up here. Let's compare completions between Herbert and Brock Purdy. Justin Herbert's number 2 in completions. Brock Purdy's 23.
Wait, is that percentage or
No, overall
total?
completions. Just
No fucking shit. He's been in the league for 6
no,
years.
no. This year.
No.
This year.
No, this year.
Okay.
This year. Completion percentage. Justin Herbert's
Yeah,
number
it helps
1.
when you have C-Mac. You can just hand it off to every fucking play.
He has Debo, he has George Kittle, and he has Ayuk. What?
Yeah. I'm just saying. There's a reason. There's a reason. Wait, how many? What's the percentage though? What's the percentage of completion? That's a better.
74%. 74% for Herbert.
Damn.
67 for Purdy.
Which is still respectable.
Okay.
I'll give.
Yeah,
that's still
really
respectable.
good. Yep.
Yes.
But okay, so how many total completions and attempts is that for both players?
So, Brock Purdy is 61 for 91. Justin Herbert is 90 for 121.
Okay.
Justin Herbert is at 6 touchdowns. Purdy is at 4. Both of them 0 picks.
Yep.
Herbert's been
Brock
sacked
Purdy's
7
Oh,
times.
and Jake, out to your point, because I'm a big fan of QBR, always have been. Brock Purdy QBR is 78.8, which is second only to Tua, and then Justin Herbert is third.
Bang, bada, boom.
Hey, we'll see though. Good teams win.
Hey, we'll
Great
see how
teams
he
cover.
does this game.
Good teams win.
I like Purdy. I like Purdy. I just wanted to see more of him, and I said that last season. I like Purdy a lot.
See how
But if you
Herbert
just go off pure talent, Justin Herbert is a better talent perspective than Brock Purdy. There's a reason he fell to the 7th round.
Yeah, Tom Brady fucking sucks, dude. 5th round fucking talentless quarterback.
You can't even compare Purdy to Brady. Like
I'm
Purdy.
not comparing Purdy to Brady. I'm comparing what Matt just said. There's a reason he fell because he's talentless. That doesn't always.
I didn't
it's
say
not always
talentless.
the reason
I
people-
just said he's a bet.
You said
Herbert-
Justin Herbert has talent. That's why
No, he's a
Purdy
better- yeah, he's
fell
a better-
to the 7th.
Yeah, but that doesn't make Purdy talentless. He's just
Well, yeah,
better.
no one who gets drafted is talentless.
Okay, you just said talentless.
Okay, but I'm saying you said Herbert has more talent because he was drafted higher than Purdy.
Yes.
But being drafted doesn't necessarily have everything to do with
No,
talent.
no. I mean, a huge part though. Huge part.
Right. So Tom Brady, less
Again,
talent then.
You're throwing another
I'm enjoying
variable
this.
into the equation.
All right. So who was drafted number 1 in Tom Brady's draft?
I don't fucking remember. I have to go
Some
back to
fucking
it.
retard, probably, right?
I mean, I have no idea.
So they would have more talent than Tom Brady,
Brady would probably agree with that.
bro. Tom Brady would be like, "Oh yeah, fucking Darnold Fultoff has more talent than me. The number 1 pick in the 2004 draft.
Yeah, makes sense.
Darnold Fultoff, he's pretty good." And
Who's
people will be
Darnold
like, "Who the fuck?"
Okay, I think we beat this horse to death enough. Let's go to the next game. Jake is adamantly not taking the Chargers and probably won't all season, it sounds like.
Hey, sticking with my guns. Let's go, baby.
Patriots, the 1-2 Patriots at the 2-1 Cowboys. The line was -7. It is now -6.5 for the Cowboys
Damn.
at home. -6.5 for the Cowboys at home.
I'll go first.
Dude, have you seen the? Oh shit, yeah, go ahead.
No, you go, Jake. Unless you can make a comment. You're good.
I was gonna say, have you guys seen this shit about Mac Jones being an absolute fucking dickhead?
Yeah, he was
Dick?
fucking
No, I'm not.
cup checking people out, cup checking
Like
Sauce
cup
Gardner.
checking people, and then there's like footage coming out of him trying to like kick people while he's down and shit
Damn.
like that. And apparently he's like super fucking difficult to work with or something. Who knows? But yeah, give me the Cowboys, sure. But I was just curious if you guys had seen.
I saw the
I
cup
don't know.
checking thing with Sauce.
Yep.
So I'm actually going to go with the Patriots on this one.
Ooh. Why?
I
why
like
is
their
that?
defense. I like their
Yep.
defense. Matt Jones is. I mean, he's obviously bottom tier QB. I think he's better than last year. Not that that's saying anything. Dallas looked shit in Week 3 versus the Arizona Cardinals callback game. Obviously, everyone's expecting Dallas to win this game. All the pressure is on Dallas, so it's house money for the Patriots. Dallas has all the pressure because they have to win this game. Otherwise, wow, Dallas is dead. What is with Dallas? They're
And
not
they
a good
just
team.
lost Diggs.
They did lose Diggs out for the year. And Dak Prescott
Oh
was
shit!
fucking.
I forgot about that.
And Dak looked frustrated as fuck versus the Arizona Cardinals. I don't think that's a recipe for success. I actually like the Patriots to cover this one.
Fuck! I didn't even think. I forgot they lost the fucking
Yeah.
Cardinals.
I am a big fan of the Patriots here as well, actually. I will take the Patriots too. Yeah,
I'll
basically,
stick opposite, but I will say Matt had some great.
yeah, basically for
appreciate
what
it.
Matt said, I'm going Patriots. Next
Also,
game.
hey, real quick, I just want to
Yep.
point out Mac Jones has more completions, yards, and tutties than Dak Prescott, for what it's worth.
Wow.
Just putting it out there.
Here we go. Largest spread of the weekend.
we
Minus
gotta know who it is.
minus 14 points. The Arizona Cardinals get a big W against the Dallas Cowboys, and now they're going to face a division rival, the wagon, dominant, immovable object, unstoppable force, the 3-0 49ers, minus 14 for the 49ers at home. Jake, we just heard it from the horse's mouth yourself. Brock Purdy is the best quarterback that's ever played NFL football. How
got
do
the
you
tape.
feel
We got the
about
tape.
Purdy being minus 14 at home in a division game against a scrappy Arizona
Yep.
Cardinals team?
And
Hey,
I
I did say Brock.
I was gonna
Sorry.
are you worried that Nick Bosa has not had a sack yet since signing his lucrative deal? Are you worried about that?
Has he really not?
Yeah. Well, that's my check.
I really like the way that Dobbs has been playing.
No, he had a
Yeah,
sack against the
Dobby's-
Giants.
Oh, he did get a sack?
He has one on the year. Yeah.
Okay, one, yeah.
But shit, man, it's really hard to bet against these 49ers teams. I mean, they look fucking crazy good. I think they're by far the most stacked across the board, averagely,
Yep.
than
Do you think this is the
any
most
other
complete team in NFL history? Most complete
I
team
don't
in
know.
NFL.
I couldn't tell you about that.
I think they make a case for it. Obviously, they had to win it all to have that throne. But I think they have a case to make.
They're so good, but the Cardinals have been playing okay.
And
Like,
they cover.
They've been playing okay. Shit.
14's a lot.
Cardinals
Fuck,
have covered every week, by the way. 49ers have covered
yep.
twice.
I really want to take.
Well, they should have
both
covered all
teams
three, but
here.
the last second field goal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take the Cardinals here, fucking reluctantly.
Damn it.
I know, dude. I know.
Damn it. I was gonna fade you.
I know.
14's a fuck ton.
It's so
That's a
much.
lot of points. That's a lot
And
of
especially
points in the
division
NFL.
game.
Yeah.
And they've been playing okay. Damn. 14? What if it was 10, dude? It's no fucking issue.
Yeah, no question. Yeah, I agree.
I think this is the largest
Right, I
spread.
know you have it up.
Yep.
How much did they beat the Giants by?
The Niners,
Yeah.
they beat them 30-12.
And were they
And that-
home or away?
I believe the 49ers were home in that game. And the spread for that game was minus 10.5 for the Niners.
It was, yeah. I'm gonna go with the Niners. I want to go with Cardinals, but make it funsies. Fade Jake on this one. I'll go with the 14's a fuck ton.
That's
I don't
such a
like
lot.
14.
We have seen a lot of blowout games this year, though, already.
We have.
Yeah. So that's actually kind of
But-
surprising.
Yeah. I mean, but if you think about it, Cardinals were big underdogs in every game, and they've covered every one of them. So
What's the Matt? Do you know? Can you find the stat? What's the average point victory
Margin
teams are
victory so
winning?
far? Yep.
Yeah, what's
Yep,
that?
I will look that up. Yep. So last season, I know I mentioned it last week, but for our viewers who didn't listen in, average margin of victory last season was 8.2 points per game.
Against the spread, these two teams, the last 10 meetings, the Cardinals have covered 6 times. 3 times the Niners have covered, and there was a push. 6-3 and 1 for the Cardinals. And head-to-head, actually, the Cardinals are... Oh, they're 5-5 even, but those are different teams. Well, they did... Brock Purdy did play them in January, and they won last year in San Fran 38-13. Oh, and the spread last year, so when they played last year at the end of the season, the spread was -14 then. So Kyler Murray was gone. -14 last year, and the 49ers covered that one. So again, -14. Oh, man, this one, this is tough. This is really tough.
Yeah.
My gut is telling me to go with the
Okay, so
Cardinals. What's the margin?
They don't have it out yet. There's
Oh.
nothing out there yet.
Yeah, I guess only
Damn.
through 3 weeks.
Yeah.
My gut is telling me to go with the Cardinals.
I'll keep it spicy. I'm cool with the Cardinals. I don't mind being the underdog in this one, the lone wolf. Oh!
Jesus.
Well, you're taking
I don't mind it.
You're taking the Cardinals now?
No, the Niners.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna tail Jake and go with the Cardinals on this one.
Yep.
But this really could go either way. I feel like. Huh. That'll be an interesting one. 2 more.
I'm not
games.
happy with the pick. Not happy with it, but
Yeah.
keep it spicy.
Not happy with it either. It could go either way.
And I could see it being a blowout. I could see it being 17-0, and just
Could it be another 70 burger? Another 70 points,
hey, as they say, it's possible. It's probable.
as they say.
I mean, fuck, they beat the Steelers by 20 fucking points on the road.
Yeah, 27. Beat them by 27. They beat the
Yeah.
Giants almost by 20. The 49ers are averaging 30 points a game. So the Cardinals, how many are they averaging? Let's see.
Probably 20 something.
They are averaging, let's see. In week 1 they scored 20. Week 2 was 28, and last week was 28 as well. So they're kind of right up there, just a touchdown behind.
Yeah.
But
Well, I get the stats too. Oh my gosh, the Niners are averaging 408 yards per game.
ooh.
Cardinals are averaging 339 a game. So that's a fucking massive difference. The 49ers are only allowing 278 yards a game. The Cardinals are allowing 392. What the
Jeez.
fuck?
Jesus.
Yeah, give me the stat. Give me the San Fran defense. Oh, so Dobbs has not thrown an interception yet. Dobby boy, I think he's gonna throw 2 picks this week.
And I'm
Hot
scared.
take.
I'm sticking with my gut though. Sticking with my gut, and I'll stick with Jake and go with the Cardinals.
I feel better after reading those stats.
2 games left here. Sunday night football. The 2-1 Kansas City Chiefs.
This should not be Sunday Night Football.
Not anymore. It shouldn't. We are still not getting a Rodgers versus Mahomes football game. We haven't got the State Farm Bowl.
Nope.
It's not happening this year. Maybe
State
next year.
Farm Bowl.
But the Kansas City Swifties at the Zach Wilson New York jerseys. Everybody is ready for. I mean the New York is ready to fucking kill Zach Wilson.
I told my buddy, I said, if Zach Wilson takes the field Sunday night, somebody's gonna put a hit out on him, and
Yeah.
I mean that.
We could go on and on about Zach Wilson, but they're saying he's the starter. Carson Wentz,
Yep.
you're uncoachable because you can't get along with anybody. Matt Ryan, you're too old and you'd end up just like Rodgers behind this offensive line. Zach Wilson, you're the starter. Try not to sack yourself again like you did last week.
He just took a seat. He literally just sat down.
He just literally spun around and sat down and was like, oh, wait, I didn't get touched.
Yep.
Dude, Tony Romo on the call was like, you can see the guy come. Oh, he didn't get touched. He's like, I don't know, Jim. I don't know what he's doing there, Jim. But The Chiefs.
Do you see Joe Namath too, the legendary Jets quarterback?
Yeah, he was like, Zach Wilson
He
needs to go.
eviscerated him.
Yeah.
He eviscerated Zach Wilson.
Get his ass out of here, he said.
I don't think this is a question. I'm guessing we're gonna all take the Chiefs on this one.
I'm taking the Chiefs, yeah. The spread is minus 9.5
Yeah.
for the Chiefs.
I'm comfortable
on the
with
road.
that.
Yep. 9.5 for the Chiefs. There's nothing to say.
I will say I'm a little just so I know I said it week 1. I'm on record saying they had 2 weeks to get it right with Zach Wilson. Otherwise, they need to make a trade. I called it. They had 2 weeks. 2 weeks he looked fucking awful,
Bad.
and they're just sticking with him, which I don't understand for the life of me why. His QBR is 26.7. He has more interceptions than touchdowns. He only has 467 yards in 3 games. He has less yards than fucking Justin Fields, to put that in context. The people are fighting on the sideline. The Jets are arguing with one another during games. That's a shit show. That's a messy situation. Nobody wants to be a part of. Chiefs all day long. I will say, though, Chiefs barely cover, so this will be interesting.
Monday Night Football, the last game of this week. We have my 2-1 Seattle Seahawks at the New York Giants, and the Giants actually open up at minus 1.5 favorites here, which is, I think, insanely disrespectful. Right out of the gate, though, I'm going to say I'm taking the Seahawks, but I will say that this is probably this is going to be very ugly defense, I think, from the Seahawks. For starters, on our defense, on the injury list, we have Jamal Adams, again, who we gave up 2 first-round picks for, and he hasn't really done anything.
Nope.
We have our cornerback, Kobe Bryant. He's questionable.
Yep.
Tyreek Woolen, he's questionable. Jones, he's questionable. And everybody is just fucking dying on the Seahawks. Our defense is notoriously bad. Already through this year, we are the defense is on average giving up 300 passing yards.
Yeah.
They are giving up almost 100 yards on the ground every game. NFL offenses are averaging almost 400 yards every game.
They are 420.
Yeah, this defense is just fucking awful. They are so bad. The only silver lining that I have here is just that the Giants just fucking stink so far. They don't have Saquon Barkley. They lost someone else I can't remember.
They lost their tackle and their guard.
Yeah.
And then they lost their linebacker, Ojulari.
We did play them last year, and we beat them. So that helps. That makes me feel good. But I'm taking the Seahawks here at plus 1.5 on Monday Night Football on the road at New York. Give me the Seahawks all day. 12th man.
I'm going to tail you on this one because of K9. He looked explosive last week versus Carolina. I think they need to do a better job at getting more people involved besides just DK and K9. That's a little surprising considering the offense is, they usually spread the ball around better than that. I don't like the Giants. I said it last season. I said it his rookie season. I'll say it this season. I don't like Danny Dimes. More like Danny interceptions because that's all he throws. So, I keep the Seahawks. I like the Seahawks on this one.
Matt likes the Cox. The Seahawks.
I would like to...
Can't hear you.
Right now...
You cut off.
Hello?
Yep.
Yeah.
I said I would like to pick the Giants, but I don't see any reason why I should at the moment besides the Cardinals game, but even then it's like rough to pick them.
It is.
So right now I just don't have any reason to pick the Giants, and I would love to pick against the Seahawks, for just because Ryan's a fan, but I just can't. There's no reason to. So give me the Seahawks.
Oh, hey.
Seahawks.
Hey, the Jets just signed Trevor Siemian.
Oh,
Ooh.
there you go. Watch
So,
out,
does
Zach.
that move the needle? Does that move the needle from 6 to 12 for you?
It at least gets me to a 9. It's at least 9 p.m. now. Okay, we all like the Seahawks. Let's run through it real
Ooh,
fast.
Roger said the Jets need to grow up. Ooh.
Going back through it all real fast. Thursday night football, we all like the Lions. London game, we all like the Jags. Matt and I are taking the Dolphins over the Bills. Jake's riding with Stephon Diggs. Vikings at Panthers. Matt and I are taking the Vikings. Jake's with the Panthers. Broncos at Bears. We all took the Broncos. Ravens at Browns. We all took the Ravens. Steelers at Texans. I took the Texans. You guys have the Iron Curtain. Rams at Colts. I'm going Rams for funsies. We all like the Bucks, the Eagles, the Bengals. Matt and I are standing for Herbert once again for the first time this year and going with the Chargers. Jake's taking the Raiders. Jake is on the Cowboys. Matt and I are on the Patriots. Jake and I on the Cardinals. Matt on the Niners. We all like the Chiefs, and we all like the Seahawks. Hey, we did it, man. We did it. Week 4.
We did it. Yes, sir.